Yes? What is it you need? Have you news?
I can hear it, but he's not as like kind of deadpan and motionless. So it threw me off a bit. I need some equipment.
Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use.
I spoke to Lanaya about you.
And what did she have to say?
Obviously thinks very highly of you.
And I of her. One day she will be keeper after I'm gone. She is more than ready.
I mean, he said you've been keeper for a very long time.
That's true. Hundreds of years, if you must know. Slowly the Dalish will all know once again the agelessness of the elves. For now, only a few of us have regained that ability. But I cannot say any more on that. I trust your curiosity is sated.
Ooh, do I ask him? She told me you'd lost your family, but wouldn't say how.
I would rather not speak of it. It is very painful for me, even now after so long. The werewolves were responsible. That is all you need to know, and should adequately explain my them, no. Let us leave it at that.
I should go.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
I kind of really want... Can't look at that, am I? Oh, that's for the Mabari. Okay, oh, what's this? The Hearthkeeper. Is it Signleys? The Hearthkeeper, seen as a sister of Andruil, the Huntress. While Andruil loved to run with the creatures of the wild, Sileys referred to stay by her home tree, occupying herself with gentle arts and song. It is Sileys who gave us fire and taught us how to use it. The Sileys who showed us how to heal with herbs and with magic, and how to ease the passage of infants into this world. And again, it is Sileys who showed us how to spin the fibers of plants into thread and rope. Yeah, they got both Janeway and Tuvok. Actually, yeah. Okay, who else? I'm curious who else is in this. Anyone else? Let's see. Can I see that? Let's see if I can recognize them by photos. Not a lot of them for me. It's so funny when you see people's headshots. No, no one else really. But I more recognize like the voices rather than their names. God, there's quite a number of people in this as well. Multiple people played by the one person. Okay, okay, we will march to Silaise, and that is why we sing to her when we kindle the fires and when we put them out. That is why we sprinkle our Arvels with Silaise's fragrant tree moss and ask that she protect them and all within. Can I add in one too many aces there? I surely can open these. Yeah. Why am I pressing square? No. Take it. What else do we have? Oh, oh. Eldest of the Sun. Elgarnan, god of vengeance. Long ago, when time itself was young and only things in existence were the sun and the land, the sun, curious about the land, bowed his head close to her body, and Elgarnan was born in the place where they touched. The sun and the land loved Elgarnan greatly, for he was beautiful and clever. As a gift to Elgarnan, the land brought forth great birds and beasts of sky and forest and all manner of wonderful green things. Elgarnan loved his mother's gifts and praised them highly and walked amongst them often. The sun, looking down upon the fruitful land, saw the joy that Elgarnan took in her works and grew jealous. Out of spite, he shone his face full upon all the creatures of earth. No, wait. The sun looking down. Oh! Okay, so the sun was the father, and the land was the mother. Jeez, out of spite, he shone his face full upon all the creatures the earth had created, and burned them all to ashes. The land cracked and split from bitterness and pain, cried salt tears for the loss of all she had wrought. Full of tears cried, for the land became the ocean, and the cracks in her body, the first rivers and streams. Elgarnan was furious at what his father had done and vowed vengeance. He lifted himself into the sky and wrestled the sun, determined to defeat him. They fought for an eternity, and eventually the sun grew weak, while Elgarnan's rage was unabated. Eventually Elgarnan threw the sun down from the sky and buried him in a deep abyss created by the land's sorrow. The sun gone, the world was covered in shadow, and all that remained in the sky were the reminders of Elgarnan's battle with his father, drops of the sun's lifeblood, which twinkled and shimmered in the darkness. Okay. Right, can I speak to... You're like waving at me?
So you are the Grey Warden who is supposed to save us? I never thought I would hear of an outsider who would ever do anything for us.
Ooh. Oh no, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Ah. Pile of scrolls. Oh, that's a long walk. Oh, there's two things? Oh, shit. Durthamin, Keeper of Secrets. The twins, Falondin and Durthamin, are the eldest children of Elgarnan and the Allfather and Mythel the Protector. The brothers were inseparable from the moment of their conception, known for their great love of each other. That is why we often speak of Falondin as in one breath and Durthamin next. But they cannot bear to be apart, not even in our tales. When the world was young, the gods often walked the earth, and Falondin and Durthamin were no exception. Both were delighted by the many wonders of our earth. They played with the animals, whispered to the trees, and bathed in the lakes and streams. Their days were filled with bliss, and they did not know sorrow. And then one day, while passing through the forest, Falondin and Durthamin came across an old and sickly deer resting beneath a tree. "Why do you sit so still, little sister?" asked Falondin. "Play with us," said Durthamin. "Alas," spoke the deer, "I cannot. I am old, and although I wish to go on, go to my rest, my legs can no longer carry me." Taking pity on the deer, Falondin carried her up into his arms and carried her to her rest beyond the vale. Durthamin tried to follow them, but the shifting grey paths beyond the vale would not let him. Separated for the first time from Falondin, Durthamin wandered aimlessly till he came across two ravens. "You are lost, and soon you will fade. The raven named Fear said to Dorthaman. Your brother has abandoned you. He no longer loves you, said the other, named Deceit. I am not lost, and Falondin has not abandoned me, replied Dorthaman. He subdued the ravens and bade them carry him to Falondin. This they did, for they had been defeated and were now bound to Dorthaman's service. Falondin and Falondin. When Dorthaman found Falondin, he also found a deer. He once again was light on her feet, and her spirit was released from her weakened body. Both Falondin and Dorthaman rejoiced to see this. Falondin vowed that he would remain to carry all the dead to their place beyond, just as he did the deer. And Dorthaman stayed with him, for the twins cannot bear to be apart. What was that one? Oh, culture and history. The Long Walk, that was the one. When our people left Tevinter, but nothing except the knowledge that for the first time in countless centuries we were free. It was Shartan's dream that one day we would have our own homeland where we could live as we chose. After the long struggle that claimed the lives of many, even Shartan himself, we were granted the Dales. And though the Dales were to the south of the land of Orlais, and a long way off from Tevinter, it mattered little. We were going home, and so we walked. We called our journey the Long Walk. That was what it was. We walked with what little we had on our backs. Some walked without shoes, for they had none. All families, women with infants, the old and young alike, all of them made their way across the land on foot. And if one of our people could no longer walk, we carried him, or sometimes left him behind. You can't just say we carried him and then just like add tack on to the end, or sometimes left him behind. Many perished along the way. Some died of exhaustion. Others simply gave up and fell by the wayside. A great number were set upon by human bandits, even though we had few possessions. Along the way, a growing number began to bemoan the decision to leave Tevinter. At least in Tevinter, they said, we had food and water and shelter. What do we have here? Nothing but open sky and the prospect of a never-ending road ahead. Some turned back toward Tevinter, but most of us continued walking. And the gods rewarded all of us who did not waver by bringing us to the Dales. Our people called the new city Halim Shiral, the end of the journey. And for a time, it was home. Yeah, we helped them or left them for dead. It's not important. Varathon? Thorn.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Varathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Varathorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest.
Sure, dude.
Now then, please forgive my distractions.
What are you doing with
Is there
that?
something that you need?
What exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn.
I don't know whether it was a hammer or an
ancient elven
axe.
arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish
That's
know
not
little
how a hammer
compared
works,
to what
sir.
we once
No.
did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows
Oh,
only in this
ironbark?
forest. Ironbark. The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect it.
Oh no.
This means I cannot make our
Am I
finest
gonna have
crafts
to
for
get you
years to
some?
come.
Marcus go, yes, that's your name. Okay, what if I find some iron bark for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I
It's blue.
suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinct.
Okay.
You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
What kind of item would you make?
I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate, provided there's enough wood, that is.
Very well, I'll take a look when I'm in the forest.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
I have told you to supply me with equipment.
Yes, the keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. I notice you've already found the chest I placed it in. Feel free to sort through and take whatever you found there. If you've not done so already.
The chest. Oh no. Any other equipment you can spare?
I have nothing left that the clan could spare, but we do have goods that we were going to bring to the Shemlin villages to barter with.
I'd like to barter with you.
I am no merchant, but let us trade.
And that's why you didn't get
Perhaps
aggro
there's
with me.
something here which will be of value to you.
What do we have? Dal Anu. I'm using daggers, aren't I? Ooh. Oh. Here's the thing. Okay, so its base stats are better, but the enchanted ones have got +4 attack. So does that mean I'm doing... Okay, I don't know if that's added onto the damage, or if it just adds +4 to whatever damage I do with it. Darmus, but the soul hit you. Oh no. Oh. Darmasan. Oh, is it a longsword? What is Alistair using? Oh, I get no! I get all those things. Then I've got the chance paralysis, the movement speed reduction. He's using Ado. Oh, I don't know. I would. Oh, we got a scout's bow, didn't we? Rapid aim. Wait, what? That's what I'm looking for, is it? Oh, that's better. The fuck? What's her face can use that? Clan shield. No, it's not good. What else do we have in here? We have... Oh, you get dexterity from this? I would... I'm not sure. Oops. If I do a search for that, what do we think is going to come up? An Irish and Scottish Gaelic male name, given name. Originally meaning fire. Feminine forms include Aod, Ne, Aod, Amir. Okay, I don't know how you pronounce it. It might be... I don't know. Let's see. Oh my god. Right. I'm looking up YouTube fucking video. Because they've got Irish Gaelic. Oh god, I don't need that fucking high. Oh, it's the Celtic sun god. Oh, it's A. At least the Irish pronunciation. So I don't know if it's going to be quite similar or not. Okay. Cool. Plexus, make me an A. No, don't axe, you fool. Wait, so... Hold on. I was looking to see if, you know, the Dal ones were anything. No, that's definitely a Dragon Age thing. I kind of want... I think maybe Liliana could wear the Dalish. Dalish? I can't remember how to pronounce it anymore. Fuck. With decent armor. It's like the metal band nobody knows how to pronounce or even spell. Oh, that would cost me what, 5 and a bit. I'm interested because it's got, you know, dexterity, defense, dexterity, better armor. Maybe it's a possibility. Elf rope. Each resistance. Warrior or rogue? Okay. What? Seeing that, I want to go Illuvitai. Oh, do I have those? Do I have it already? I don't know. Silver Roach, I'm gonna buy it. Yeah. Rare Ironbark. LVT. Okay, you if you lose the U, I could see that.
Anathara, I should get back to work before
Can-
Master Verathorn skins
Can you
me
go and use
alive.
that whatever you were using again? Can you please go and hit this? Was it a wait, is it a hammer or is it like an axe type thing? Chisel. I don't know. A weird. I don't even know. I wouldn't say a hammer from that look. What else we got? We've got ooh, God of the Crafts, June. We dedicate all our crafts to June. It is he who taught the people to bend the branches of trees to make our bows and to fashion coverings of furs and ironbark. Without June, we would have the Aravel. No, wait, without June, would we have the Aravel or the harnesses for our Hala? When the people were young, we wandered the forest without purpose. We drank from streams and ate the berries and nuts that we could find. We did not hunt if we had no bows. We wore nothing if we had no knowledge of spinning or needlecraft. We shivered in the cold nights and went hungry through the winters. And all the world was covered in ice and snow. Then Silas, the hearthkeeper, came and gave us fire and taught us how to feed it with wood. June taught us to fashion bows and arrows and knives so that we could hunt. We learned to cook the flesh of the creatures we hunted, or Silas's fire. We learned to clothe ourselves. In their furs skins, and the people were no longer cold and hungry. Source of that pronunciation is openly stated that it's only a guess based on what language you think the band wrote it in. It could also be a UVT. Wait, so say the band goes on tour, or is like a backing band somewhere. I don't know like how big they are or whatnot. Normally there's someone who like announces who's coming on the stage. What do they say? Who would you even... Would anyone know who the fuck it was? Based on what you think the band's called? More stuff over here. Oh, coloured inks. Valaslin. The scam announcing their entrance. Oh no. Valaslin blood rising. Wait. I seen ink. I didn't see blood. Okay, when the children of our people came of age, they earned the privilege of wearing the Valaslin, the blood writing. Sets us apart from the Shemlin, from the elves who have thrown their lot in with them. Reminds us that we will never again surrender our traditions and beliefs. Ritual deserves great reverence. The one who is to gain the Valaslin must prepare by meditating on the gods and the ways of our people, and by purifying the body and the skin. When time comes, the keeper of the clan applies the blood writing. This is done in complete silence. Cries of pain are signs of weakness. If one cannot tolerate the pain of the blood writing, they are not ready to undertake the responsibilities of an adult. The keeper may stop the ritual if they decide that the one gaining the Valaslin is not ready. There's no shame in this, for all children are different. Our ancestors once took centuries to come of age. The right pronunciation has to be in there somewhere, yeah. Going great. Hey, we've got a darn Masu. Is that a dagger? Is that a dagger I could use? Oh. Oh. I'll take it. I'm gonna put my offhand now. I think that's my offhand? I don't know. Nope, wrong thing. There we go, Liliana. Any of these bows better. Well, it's the same, but it's plus 3 damage, and that's rapid aim. Everything else is the same, I think. Yeah, Whitewood. And who are you, Athras?
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
They've been a bit suspicious.
I would be the same in their place. They have just been attacked, after all.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Vesuvian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Learning how to write status update. Cursive R's and S's are dumb. Yeah, there's one which is... Oh, my mum does like the old style. And I can't remember which letter it is, which is looks fucking weird.